Welcome to this episode of Wiki Walks, a short podcast devoted to some of the more intriguing and, who knew, articles that you can run across in the weird world of Wikipedia. I'm your host, Chris Grismer. If you are one of the sweet souls who have left us a positive review on the Apple Podcast app, I applaud and thank you. If not, then you make me feel like the subject of today's story, the loneliest whale in the world. All right, let me throw some information at you that you've never cared about once ever and won't after you're done hearing about this. What frequencies do whales typically communicate at? First off, they measure their frequencies in hertz. So, what are hertz exactly? This is a unit of measurement as to how many times a thing may cycle per unit of time, usually in a second. So, let's go with sound. Okay, let's say you hear a tone at 200 hertz. That means if we looked at a graph, you'd see it bounce up and down 200 times in a second. Then you hear another tone, and this one's higher pitched, and turns out it's 800 hertz. Well, if you looked at a graph, you'd see it bounce up and down 800 times in a second. So, now that we have today's science lesson out of the way, blue whales usually vocalize between 10 and 39 hertz. Fin whales at 20. Okay, so that's our range, somewhere between 10 and 39 for blue and fin whales. The lower the number, the lower the sound. Like, the flapping of wings. A bee is going to be a lot higher pitched than a California condor. All right, 10 to 39, you with me? Well, out there's a sad, lonely whale who's been recorded every single year since 1989 trying to call out and chat with other whales at 52 hertz. If you recall our range of whale frequencies from, 2 sentences ago, none of them speak 52. I know, hurts, don't it? The track of the 52 hertz whale is completely unrelated to any other whales and how they move about. It does its own thing. Although its movements have been somewhat similar to that of blue whales, but the timing of its movements is more like that of fin whales. It's detected in the Pacific Ocean every year, somewhere around August through December, and it moves out of the range of the hydrophones, which is a really fancy word for an underwater microphone, somewhere in January and February. It travels as far north as Alaska and as far south as the California coast. It usually goes somewhere between 20 to 45 miles a day, although within a single season, it's done as little as 440 miles or as much as 11,000 miles in 2003. Scientists have been unable to precisely identify exactly what kind of species of whale it is. They speculate it could be malformed, or possibly a blue whale/fin whale hybrid, who knows. The research team has been contacted by deaf people who believe that the whale might be deaf. Whatever biological cause underlies its unusually high-frequency voice doesn't really seem to impact its survival. The fact that the whale has lived this long and apparently matured indicates it's probably healthy. Bitter and alone, sure, but healthy otherwise. Still, its unique call is the only one of its kind detected anywhere, and there's only one such source per season. So, because of this, the animal has been called the loneliest whale in the world. It's often said that 1 is the loneliest number that you'll ever do, but if you're a water-dwelling mammal out there, it might just be 52.